My name is Bri and welcome back to my channel. So we did, this is my husband, Moose. His name is Mustafa, but he likes to go by Moose.
In every state, I have a different nickname.
That's weird. That's like, that's like some serial killer type stuff.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping! Help me!
But anyway.
Don't even start. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so we wanted to do some cooking videos. Obviously, I've talked about my weight loss surgery on this channel. So we wanted to eat a little healthier. We cook our meals at home most of the time. Yeah, we get takeout, but we try and cook at home as much as possible. So we're gonna meal prep, and it's gonna be Cava bowls. Now Cava, I want to talk to you because I'm sick of paying $20 for a bowl. One, half the time it's not even full. No matter how many toppings I get, like I try and hack the system and get as many toppings as I can, and it's still only half full. And that's shady.
She will at you guys in this video.
I'm not gonna at Cava in this video. I don't think Cava has a YouTube channel.
Oh, damn it.
But yeah, I'm tired of paying $20 per bowl. It's $40 for us to eat at Cava with the pita chips and the mint lemonade and all that stuff. So we're gonna make our Cava bowls at home. Now the trick, cause I always get the harissa honey chicken. He gets lamb. I don't know what type of lamb, like they have lamb meatballs. I don't really know if that's legit lamb. You know, because it's still relatively cheap. When we go to the Yemeni spot, lamb is like $24, and you're charging me like what, 15 with tax. So I don't trust it. But we're making harissa honey chicken, and I got harissa. I get my harissa from World Market. It's a little tube. It usually gets us about, like, we're doing a whole thing of chicken breast. Thin sliced boneless chicken breast.
You usually do 3 at a time. This is a tube that it comes in.
Yeah. So it should do this whole pack of chicken with this whole pack of harissa. And then we decided to get fancy. And I got the...
And this is almost 3 pounds.
Yeah, that's 3 pounds of chicken. So that'll last us... It's Wednesday now. This will last us to Sunday. If not longer, because I can only eat a little bit at a time. So we're gonna marinate. First of all, we're gonna clean our chicken. I don't know what you do in your house.
Step number 1.
I don't know what you do in your house, but our house, we clean our chicken.
Why are you throwing shade right now?
I'm not throwing shade. I'm saying it needs a little rubby rub.
Okay, yeah. So normally we either use lemon and water, sometimes white vinegar, or both, preferably both.
Or lime, if you have lime.
Lime, that's like if you don't have either. Or the juice. You can get the juice in like the little bottles.
Yeah, that's what we're using today. It's just the juice, because that's what we have.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Just let it sit for a couple minutes. Rinse it off.
So you're not splashing around, and we use a bowl. We're not doing this raw in our sink. So we're putting it in a bowl with water, white vinegar, white distilled vinegar, and lemon juice. Let it sit for a minute. Swish it around in the bowl. You're not contaminating your kitchen. Like, you're not throwing the water across the freaking room. So we're gonna do that. Come back. We're gonna slice the chicken and then start to marinate. So while he's doing the chicken, we are having rice with this meal. So we're having yellow rice with, it's like Spanish style rice, but the Cava bowls are saffron rice. Like, we always get the saffron rice, or like half saffron rice, half lettuce. So we got the authentic saffron rice. And I just wanted to have a small discussion about rice. So with a lot of people give carbs a bad name. you've had weight loss surgery. I know this is gross. He's like doing the chicken and I'm talking. But yeah, I eat carbs. I make it clear that I eat carbs. Carbs are a part of my day-to-day life. I don't feel like I need to cut out carbs just to lose weight. I never gain weight when I eat carbs. That may be different for other people, but I know how my body works. Again, I've had a very aggressive type of weight loss surgery. I only absorb 20% of fat, and then I think carbs are like 40% if they're complex carbs. Simple carbs are probably like 20 to 0. And I'm not eating that much to really make a difference. So we're gonna have rice. Oh, look at you being all, welcome to my channel. So we're gonna have rice. And then of course we're gonna have our sauces too. Like, we went to Trader Joe's, so we're gonna do like a little mini haul for our things that we get from Trader Joe's for our Cava bowls. And this meal is so cheap. Like, you get chicken breast, some rice, which we already have, tzatziki sauce, toom, which is garlic sauce, and that's it. Like, we have honey, and lettuce and tomato. So it's a relatively cheap meal prep. It's gonna last you a while. But yeah, once we're done with the chicken, we're gonna cut it up into really tiny bite-sized pieces. Let it sit in the marinade for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna cook it. So yeah, we're gonna wait for our chicken to be thoroughly rinsed and cleaned. And then we're gonna show you the marinade process. Cause yeah, we use the harissa, but we put a little spin on it with a couple little razzle dazzle, you know. We're gonna put that in there, so we'll be right back with that. Alright, so now we're gonna season the chicken. You wanna tell them what we use, baby?
So we use the harissa paste. We use cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, curry. So normally, and a lot of Arab or Mediterranean seasonings, their main ones is cumin and curry. Sometimes they add thyme, and I really don't, because she don't like it. Like, she know what it tastes like when it's mixed in. She don't, but she just pick it like that. Kosher salt, I prefer the coarse one, and black pepper or peppercorn. So I don't measure. Don't quote me for none of this stuff. All right.
Just do it till the ancestors tell you to stop.
So this is the chicken, 3 pounds of chicken. Normally when I'm seasoning, I basically coat most the top of it.
Should we use real garlic this time?
You can.
Okay.
Or if you can use minced garlic, it usually gives you a richer taste, kind of. And it will bring it all together.
Got the good old
When you do use curry, do be careful, because curry can stain. Well, curry and turmeric can stain easily if it gets into anything. Yeah. And always, before you season your chicken, make sure you pat it dry.
Yeah.
Because if it's wet still, the seasoning will not marinate correctly.
One more?
Yeah. A half. Yeah, that's good. And that's it. Realize that a lot of paprika here in America don't got flavor. There's more flavor for color. So you gotta add extra.
We were just having that conversation too. That American paprika has like no flavor, because we got paprika chips. They're like Egyptian paprika chips, and they taste so good.
Flavor. And if you do use black pepper or peppercorn, please don't get the twisty one, because you'll be here for a good while. That's
the only one that people really buy. That's the only way to get like fresh peppercorn. Cause what else you gonna do with peppercorn? Just put them in there?
No, you just get the ground black pepper.
Man, it tastes old after a while. Like if it's just sitting all together.
And that's all the dry seasonings. Now here we come with the harissa paste, brand new. Pop it open, like so. And normally I just squeeze.
Oh, let me get another view. Wait.
Just about that. Then I just close it up. And I'm
I wanted to do a shot of you squeezing.
Oh, said that before.
Sorry.
And the last but not least ingredient we mostly add on that a lot of people don't normally do, but I do. Tomato paste. It thickens it up and it also gives it a better flavor.
It's also in a tube.
Yeah, the tomato paste is also in it too. Makes it easier. Makes my life easy. So you really don't need that much. Alright, this is the end of it. So we're gonna use it all. Do it how many?
No. You're wearing the gloves.
And then, so one of the best, quickest ways that I actually prefer to do this is actually in a Ziploc bag. So if you do it in a Ziploc bag, you actually get all the seasoning. So, like for example, in this bowl, you can see how on the edges the season is there. Normally, if you do it inside a Ziploc bag, which I usually do, you have all the seasonings there inside that, and everything will actually be in there. Because for this to marinate in a bowl, it's a bit different from the bag, but this actually airs out better, so you actually get a better what do you call it? Goes in there better. Excuse me, English is not my original language. It is not my language that I speak all the time.
It is the language you speak all the time.
Well, I got to because you don't know Arabic yet. But anyways, and that's it all mixed up.
Excuse me.
And let it sit for a good hour or so. And then we get to cooking.
We're not gonna let this sit. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm hungry.
Ma'am, it is 8:25 p.m.
Okay, we'll let it marinate for 30 minutes to an hour. And then we're gonna prep our vegetables. So we'll get that out of the way.
I'm gonna prep the vegetables. She's just gonna
I haven't
commentate
done
on the video.
anything so far. It's a cook with us.
It's a commentation. This is my husband. He's cooking, and I'm just gonna comment.
No, I'm gonna cook the chicken. I'm not allowed.
Rice.
I did the rice. It's in the rice cooker. So, but I'm not very good with knives because I always hurt myself on accident. So he won't let me touch knives.
We wonder.
Anyway, we're gonna prep our vegetables. I love you too. So all we're doing is cutting up cucumber, tomato, and red onion. We have made pickled onions like they do at Cava, but that takes 2 days. I made them homemade. So I might do a video on that if anybody's interested. Let me know. But yeah, it's literally just red onions, water, spices, a little sugar, or I used the erythritol last time, and it actually tastes pretty good. So, in future meal preps, we'll do pickled onions. Right now, we're just having raw red onion, cucumber, and tomato.
They're very good by itself.
Yeah.
In my country, we eat it with the full sandwich. We go.
What is that? The French fry sandwich?
Full?
Full?
No, full is actually a bean. It's like a fava bean.
A bean sandwich?
Yeah, well, so basically it's like we soak it overnight, and then in the morning, like we boil it until it's kind of like mush it. So it almost becomes like
hummus.
Something like that. But it's usually a bit thicker, and then we put on a sandwich with like tahini and like oil, like seasoned oil, and a dash of salt, of course, with the cumin and all that other stuff.
That sounds good.
Cilantro.
So I decided to be helpful. I'm gonna do the corn while he chops the vegetables. So it's just a can of corn. And I'm gonna char it on the stove. So drain out all the juice, tiny bit of butter, and just cook it till it gets toasty. You can add seasoning too. Like we have everything but the elote seasoning from Trader Joe's. That's always really good on corn, so I'll probably use that.
All from each other, even though it is more of a ready for when you are, because normally we're gonna end up storing all of this stuff away for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So we do try to keep them separate. So
they won't get all watery.
Yeah, that, and then because normally if you mix certain vegetables together, the what do you call it?
They'll ferment, right?
They'll ferment, and then they do the flavor do starts to mix into each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know what I'm eating. It's a mystery fruit.
Yeah, I like everything separate. I don't like my stuff to touch. Why are you laughing? Why are you looking at me like
No comente. No, my bad. No comentario.
You need to get back on your Duolingo.
Yo no tengo comentario.
I don't want to make a comment. See,
I don't have a
this
comment.
is the difference. I can't speak Spanish because I can't roll my R's, but I can understand it.
She can understand it just right.
Because my best friend in high school, her name was Becky. She was Mexican, and both of her parents, they mainly just spoke Spanish. When I went over to her house, like when her mom told me to close the door, she told me in Spanish. So in order for her not to yell at me, I need to understand a little bit of Spanish in order for us to be best friends.
Still can't speak it.
Yeah, I can't speak it just because I sound funny. Like I took 2 years in high school. I took Spanish in college.
I took AP classes. What is AP classes anyway?
Advanced placement.
Oh.
Why are you trying to come for me in my nerddom?
I don't even know what this stuff be. I'm just saying stuff.
Yeah, I took AP classes. Yeah, I took AP, but like I didn't apply myself as I got like in high school. Like I was doing stuff.
She was an average American teenager living her life.
Yeah, I was very sheltered as a kid. Like all I did was read when I grew up. Like I didn't go out. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. Wasn't allowed to go to the park with other kids.
Because she was bad.
No, it's not because I was bad. My grandparents and my mom were very protective of us, especially in the neighborhood that we lived in. So they just didn't want me subject to a lot of outside factors. You know how it goes. So no, I was never a bad kid. I was actually a really good kid. I was in honors classes, AP classes. I was a nerd. I was a band kid. So,
That should tell you everything.
whatever. I was a band kid.
I wasn't a band kid. I did not do anything extracurricular as far as school.
Yeah, he was the bad one.
I used to ditch school.
Steal.
Oh, so we bring it up.
We talking about stealing.
This is what we do. No, so I was a good kid, and then, well, I would say until my parents got divorced, and as soon as my parents got divorced, I was bad. I was just bad.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care about nothing anymore. I'll do all types of stuff. I actually ran away from home. Started a gang called the Book of the Boys, and
You're setting all your stuff.
we did all types of stuff.
They did. Okay, let me tell you what they did. They went to the internet cafe. Ow. They went to the internet cafe and stole comic books.
What are you talking about?
That was the game. Gang.
She's really coming for me right now. The only sane child left.
Oh, whatever. Don't come for your siblings like that. And he comes from a really big family. Like, I am
She's the only child.
only child.
She has only child syndrome.
Yeah.
And I have
11.
10 siblings.
Oh, yeah, it's 11 in all.
Yeah. So it took a while for me to actually. I was literally praying. I was like, God, give me a brother, please. I'm tired of these women. They used to abuse me. They used to have to fight for my life. Until I got older. Once I got older, I was able to handle myself.
Why are you coming for your sisters like that? I don't think they're gonna appreciate.
Well, I feel like every boy goes through this. Like, if you're the only boy, the younger boy, of course you're gonna get bullied by your sisters until you actually get to a certain age where you're actually able to fend for yourself, and then y'all become best friends. How? I don't know.
Yeah, cause you and your sister, you're like at least talk. Y'all talk like every other day.
No, all my sisters still call me.
Yeah.
Like, they call me like I'm the big brother. So, if they need something, their car went down or whatever, I'm the guy to call.
Even if it's just for support. Like, you need to do this.
Yeah. I actually just got a call from my sister like 10 minutes ago. I called her back, she didn't answer, but it is what it is.
See, I wish I had that dynamic. Like, someone I could just call. That was my blood. Like, how do I set this table up? My grandpa was that person for me. So, he taught me life skills so I could figure it out on my own.
Mr. James.
Mr. James. That was my daddy.
Never met him. Sounds like a good guy.
Unfortunately, he passed away when I want to say I was 20, 24, 25.
Oh, damn. How old are you?
It's like that Kevin Hart meme, like, damn.
Me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
I was 24. And I didn't meet Moose until I was...
Don't be putting your age out there like that.
I'm not ashamed.
Until she was wise in years.
I'm not ashamed. Okay, let's talk about it since we're here.
I am 6 years younger than her.
Yeah. He's 26.
She is a cradle robber.
I'm not. First of all, okay, let's talk about it since we're here. He's 26.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, long ago. Oh, no, I wasn't a hoe.
Thank God.
Whatever. But yeah, he's 26. I'm 30. I just turned 32 in December. So when we initially met,
she thought I was older.
I did think he was older
because the way I dressed.
Yeah, he dressed like somebody day. You know what I'm saying?
I have a sophisticated wardrobe. Thank you.
He had a Kango and a newsboy hat. I was like, nobody under the age of 45 wears a newsboy hat.
Well, it's a good hat.
My grandpa used to wear the newsboy's hat to like special events. Like, he was sharp when he was
when I go to special events, I just add suspenders to the fit.
You sound like my granddaddy. Yeah. See, that's why I thought he was older. And then I realized, like, we were like, oh, we're going to go out on a date, whatever. Started getting to know each other. And I realized...
Talk about first dates.
No, we're not talking about our first date.
That's for another video.
We're not talking about our first date. It was cute. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, we started dating, seeing each other. Imagine all this happening during COVID.
Yeah, we met during the height of COVID. We met June of 2020.
Yep.
So that was in right when COVID got everything was shutting down. I had just lost, I had got laid off, I got furloughed from my job. Didn't have anything to do. So.
She actually came and visited me.
Yeah, I came and visited him. But she lived 45 minutes away from me. We weren't that far.
Oh, she cares.
Yeah. And he took me out to
I've never had this before.
Why are you so nice to me?
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, we actually went to get boba for our first date. So I don't know if that was that your first time having boba?
No.
No. Well, first time having boba with me, it was a whole different experience. Cause she got to see this beautiful face. A whole different experience.
Whatever.
It was like Van Gogh. All in one. Just like immerse yourself.
not you quoting the Van Gogh experience.
Yeah.
The music. Anyways.
Anywho.
You can cut these off.
It was good. It was good.
We had an amazing first date.
Yeah, I actually thought I want to see him again.
Yeah, you did. He was sprung.
Sprung. You know what's funny? We actually did a bet. We actually did I think later on in time. I think we did our first bet. Our bet was I forgot what it was.
It was who's gonna say I love you first? Was it that?
No, our first bet was about breakfast.
That was the first bet on our date.
Yeah, she was I forgot.
No, okay, I remember. We went to a gas station, and he was like, "No," because you were offering to pay, and I was like, "I'm an independent woman.
Yeah.
I'll pay for what I want." And I was like, "Okay, if you'll let me pay for this, you have to buy me breakfast sometime." So that wasn't a bet. That was an agreement.
I don't remember. I just know I ended up winning, and I ended up paying for breakfast.
Yeah.
Or she won and I paid for breakfast. One or the other.
I don't think it was a bet. I think it was an agreement.
The crazy thing though, that was my last dollar, and I paid for that breakfast. I literally scratched up change. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna keep to my promise. I used 2 different cards to pay for it.
I had no clue.
She had to go to the back. She had to go to
I was with you in the trenches, you know.
She had to go to the bathroom or something. As soon as she went to the bathroom, I went up to the cashier. It's like, hey, can I pay separate payments? I got some cash. I got a few different cards, and I ended up paying it up. And she didn't know. I was like, win-win.
Mind you, we're in a way better place now.
A whole better place.
Yeah.
We actually live together now. Couldn't believe that.
We're married.
Yep. Yes, we are.
Who would have thought? A little boba date turned into
Not
marriage.
me.
Nah. I don't know how it happened or why it happened. Actually, my best friend manifested him for me. I don't know what y'all believe in. I don't know if you believe in manifestation, but low-key, my best friend told me, she was like, cause I had just got out of a long-term relationship. I was like, I'm never gonna live again. That whole crying and whatnot. And she was like, the person that you're gonna end up with is gonna come into your life soon. And she said, they're gonna talk funny. I was like, what do you mean funny? Like a speech impediment? She was like, no, it's something funny how they speak. I can't really explain it. And then,
Arabic.
yeah, he speaks Arabic. So he kind of has an accent. And then she was like, I'm also saying, she was like, what's those words that, we used to draw words to mean? We used to draw pictures for words back in the day. I was like, hieroglyphics? She was like, yeah, hieroglyphics. I saw a pyramid and there was a little person and an eye and all this stuff. And he literally has the Eye of Ra tattooed on his arm. And I was like, why are you talking about hieroglyphics? Who am I meeting?
Because I'm never going to Egypt.
I've never been to Egypt in my life. I didn't plan on going to Africa during the height of COVID. So where was I going to meet someone that had to do with hieroglyphics? And then his black ass show up.
You have to censor that.
Oh, I'm playing on it. Can you post it on YouTube? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, but technically, I think it is shorts. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But the funny thing, I met her when I was like, I'm not gonna date no more. Like, I'm not dating. I'm just gonna focus on myself. Da da da. And then boom, out the woodworks. Here comes this woman. All her crystals and stuff.
Don't come for my crystals.
But yeah. And they went from there. And here we are.
Oh, our relationship story. Our first date story. Okay.
Alright, go with the vegetables. I cut up the
Corn is cooking.
Is
Now we just gotta cook the chicken and we'll assemble. This is really quick.
Yep.
So we're finally at assembly time. It's finally time to eat. And it's 9:27.
A whole hour later.
Yeah, it's time consuming. But we have meals for days.
Yeah, kind of you can think about it as like meal prep because it's gonna last for a couple of days.
And we don't get sick of this at all. This is the one thing I don't get sick of.
You got all the chicken, you got the corn, you got the cut up tomatoes, like half sliced tomatoes, diced onion, sliced baby carrots, sliced cucumbers with the skin,
and then our
rice.
Right, the saffron rice. We got our sauces from Trader Joe's. So we got tzatziki, which is like a cucumber dill. And
you got the garlic spread dip,
yeah,
which is kind of like a thum sauce, which is milk. Then of course we got the feta cheese. You can't go wrong with that. Top. And then the Mike's Hot Honey.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has their own version of like Mike's Hot Honey
sauce.
So it's like chili honey. He doesn't want to do it, but I'll try it out. And
savory and sweet doesn't go together.
But you eat the harissa honey chicken at Cava.
No, that's not.
You usually get lamb, but you eat mine. So
I taste yours because it's extra food for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the camera and I'll give you a close-up look at the final product. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look like Cava. Like, we got the garlic sauce, tzatziki, tomato, cucumber, feta, everything you want, and it was way cheaper because we can eat this for the whole week instead of one night. So try it out. So this is our cook with us. We do plan on doing this a lot more. And we're moving. So we'll have a lot more space to do a lot more content. We're moving early March. So bigger place, bigger content. Keep watching. But if you if you do like this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which is Bri.Switched. And we'll see you next time. Bye.